The sky pulsed with faint red flashes, like someone was swinging a flare in the heavens. We laughed, tossing around UFO jokes as we hammered tent stakes into the soft earth of the forest clearing. There were 5 of us: me, Dave, Eric, Ava, and Sally, friends since middle school, celebrating our high school graduation with this camping trip. I knew it was 5. I'd counted our group as we piled out of the car, backpacks slung over our shoulders, the air thick with excitement. The red lights faded as we chatted, setting up camp, their eerie glow forgotten in the rhythm of our banter. Dave, always the quickest, had his tent up first. "I'm grabbing branches for the fire," he called, vanishing into the woods. I smiled, remembering our late-night shifts at the gas station last summer, cracking jokes to make the desolate hours bearable. Eric, meanwhile, was still puzzling over his tent manual, his round glasses slipping down his nose. He was the quiet one, not as tight with the group, but I recalled copying his math homework once. His neat handwriting saved my grade. Ava and Sally, my cousin, teamed up, laughing as they wrestled with their tents. I could picture Ava's little brother tagging along with us back in the day, always begging to join. 5 of us. I was sure. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the forest darkened, shadows stretching like claws. We unfolded 5 camp chairs around the fire pit, huddling under jackets as the temperature plummeted. Eric rummaged for a flashlight, muttering about Dave taking too long. The bushes rustled sharply, and Dave emerged, arms full of branches. "Geez, you guys couldn't set out a chair for me?" he grumbled, arranging the wood. I froze. 5 chairs were occupied. My mind scrambled, trying to make sense of it. Dave hadn't sat down yet, so why were all the chairs taken? My thoughts felt sluggish, like wading through mud. I tried to focus, to count the faces, but my head throbbed, as if something was yanking my thoughts away. The forest went silent. No crickets, no wind, just a suffocating quiet. I glanced at the others. Eric's fingers twitched nervously. Ava's eyes darted. Sally's face was pale. They felt it too. "It's fine, I'll grab a chair," Dave said, breaking the tension. I stood to help, my legs shaky, keeping my eyes on the group. "How many are here?" I whispered to Dave as we checked the tents. We'd packed 5 chairs, 1 for each of us. No extras. They were heavy. No reason to bring more. 5, right? 5 chairs? Dave said, but his voice wavered. "Maybe someone forgot theirs," I offered, grasping for logic. My mind recoiled from the truth, a dull ache pulsing in my skull when I tried to think about the 6th person. It was like a dream where you can't scream. "Yeah, probably," Dave said, relaxing slightly. We returned to the fire pit. 2 chairs were empty now, mine and Dave's. It made sense, yet it didn't. Sally suggested we were just tired from the long hike, our brains muddled from lack of sleep. She might have been right. We'd been up since dawn. Ava pulled out a 6-pack, and we cracked open the beers, the fire crackling as we reminisced. Ava was mid-story, recounting a creepy night alone at her house, when a chill hit me, sharp and wrong, despite the fire's warmth. A detail I'd missed crawled its way to the surface. "Who started the fire?" I asked, cutting her off. The group fell silent, annoyance flickering across their faces until they realized no one had an answer. I scanned their faces, lit by the fire's glow, familiar, yet pale with fear. "Wasn't it you, Dave?" Eric asked. Dave shook his head, eyes wide. "I think the person behind Jenny did it," Sally said, staring at me. I whipped around, my neck aching from the speed. Nothing but darkness and towering trees. My heart pounded, the forest's void swallowing me like prey. I felt exposed, a speck in an endless abyss. "Wait, I don't know," Sally stammered, her eyes wild, her hands trembling. Ava moved to calm her, gripping her shoulders. "We should get out of here," Ava said, her voice shaking. "Something's wrong, but I can't place it," Dave muttered. "It's too dark to leave now," someone said. I couldn't tell who. "We'd get lost." "Yes, let's stay and head out at dawn," Eric agreed. I wanted to argue, but the forest's oppressive blackness made navigation impossible. "Let's not sleep alone," Sally said. "We can squeeze 2 per tent." We nodded, pairing up, me with Dave, Sally with Ava. Eric protested, saying he had no partner. We reassured him, but he wasn't convinced. My stomach twisted as I realized we'd almost left him alone, assuming a 6th person was there. "Why do we keep counting 6?" Eric asked, sweat beading on his forehead despite the cold. I closed my eyes, forcing myself to recount. Me, Dave, Eric, Ava, Sally, and... My head screamed, pain lancing through my temple. I retched, collapsing as Dave caught me. Wordlessly, we moved to the tents. Someone doused the fire. Sally suggested arranging 3 tents in a U-shape, openings facing inward for safety. Dave started to help, but I grabbed his hand, begging him to stay. My head throbbed, the pain ebbing and flowing. The tents were set. I felt marginally better, the pain dulling. A head count confirmed 5. Eric would sleep alone, but with the tents close, he seemed okay. Or maybe he was just pretending. I regretted leaving him solo. He'd always been the odd one out. We agreed to leave at sunrise. Before crawling into the tent, I glanced at the forest. The wind swayed the branches, the darkness beyond our clearing absolute. In the faint moonlight, I saw a figure standing by the 2 unused tents, motionless. My eyes burned, but sleep came too fast to process it.
Ava's scream tore me awake. Dave and I scrambled out, finding Sally and Ava staring into Eric's tent. We shoved past. Eric's sleeping bag was rolled tight, his head at the center, face frozen in agony, blood soaking the blue fabric. His body was twisted around it, unnatural, broken. Dave zipped the tent shut. Ava's eyes were glassy, her body rigid. Sally shook her, tears streaming. Dave grabbed his flashlight and yelled, "Run!" We abandoned camp, sprinting down the trail we'd hiked in. 5 of us, no, 4 now, clung together, Dave's weak flashlight carving a small circle of light through the suffocating dark. The moon was useless, blocked by dense trees. Ava tripped, twisting her ankle. We stopped. Someone, I couldn't see who, said they could splint it. Instead, they grabbed her, dragging her into the woods. Her screams echoed as Sally broke free from Dave's grip, chasing her. I lunged to follow, but Dave grabbed my shoulders, shaking me. He said, "We have to go, Jenny, please." Sally's cries cut off abruptly. Dave and I ran, my legs burning, heart hammering. Someone was behind us. I felt it. "Dave, who's there?" I gasped. He glanced back, confusion turning to fear, then rage. He said, "Keep running." He pulled a pocket knife. He tossed me the car keys, nearly dropping them, and turned, tackling whoever was there. Grunts and thuds faded as I sprinted, tripping through the trail for what felt like hours. I didn't stop until the trail spat me out at the car park. Gasping, I fumbled the keys, started the car, and peeled onto the highway, the forest shrinking in my rearview mirror. I'm typing this at a rest stop, my phone finally picking up a signal. I called 911, stammering through the story. They didn't seem to believe me, but sent a car anyway. The sun's rising, casting pale light over the lot. I'm about to check why the person in my back seat hasn't said a word this whole time.